Hey everybody, it's Matt with Max Video. I'm recording in a different location than normal. Thought I'd take advantage of my gym being empty and me actually getting to talk louder than I would be able to at home. So there you go. And if there's a slight echo, well, it is a giant open room. So what can you do? Anyway, sorry about the lapse in videos the last week. I know I said I was going to do the Rick Riordan week, but yeah, I got two jobs, so what can you do? Um, anyway, let's get to the review. Today we're going to be doing a review of the anime Another. Um, Another is a anime based off of a light novel by the same name, and it also has a manga adaptation. It's a two-book light novel, if I'm correct. That's all I could find. I'm waiting on them to come in the mail because the anime piqued my interest and made me want to read. But the anime is a horror, suspense, thriller, crazy anime. It's about the main character, Koichi Sakakibara. I think that's how you pronounce it. He is a middle school student, because in the anime world, after you graduate high school, nothing exciting happens anymore. But he just moved from Tokyo to a small town, and he starts school at this middle school in town. Well, this school has a bit of a dark past. Back in the 70s, back in the 70s, a student died in his ninth grade year. Yeah, because they still incorporate ninth grade in middle school like a lot of schools do. Mine didn't, but anyway. But he starts, but the student died at the beginning of the school year, and he was a very popular student. He was good at sports. He was extremely intelligent. The teachers and students loved him alike. He was the model popular student, and he was killed in a car accident. Some say a plane crash. It depends on what character you hear it from as to what happened, but as most stories like this are. Anyway, the school body was so tragically upset by his death that eventually they decided to act as though he didn't die. They would talk to his desk like he was there. They even set out a seat for him at the graduation ceremony. Well, they took a picture of the graduating class, and this is class 3, that is important. Japan has a system of their schools to where each classroom, you don't really split off from that class of people. Every class you take, you have the same people in it. And this school has 5 different classes, and this is class 3. That's important. But anyway, they take the picture of class 3, and he's in the picture. He has come back from the dead in a spiritual sense, I guess, since nobody ever saw him until the picture was developed. But this set off a course of events known as, I forget what they call it. They had a fancy word for it, but we're just going to call it The Happening. Why not? We'll go M. Night Shyamalan on this thing. But it set off this happening of every year there is a chance of somebody that has been killed from the past, from that class, coming back from the dead and inhabiting the class, but it alters the memories and the record from the school to where you don't know that they're dead, and they don't know that they're dead. And if they are present and if it's one member of the class over what it's supposed to be, and this person coming back from the dead makes this happen, then every month people will die until the end of the school year. It has to be at least one person that dies each month. It could be more, but it has to be at least one. Well, anyway, so back to the main character. So Koichi starts at this school. Well, nobody tells him about this. He starts a month late. When he gets to the town, he ends up, one of his lungs collapses from an illness. So he's in the hospital for the first month that he's there. So he starts a month late. Well, the class has a charm that they use to try to counteract this from happening. Has a 50% chance of working. The whole class as a whole picks somebody in the class to be the forgotten one. This student is there, but nobody acknowledges their existence. It's as if they don't exist. That's the whole point. If they can make it to where one less person is in that class, according to the students' minds, then it'll counteract the dead one in the class, making the class count correct, thus not setting off the curse. So, like I said, it has a 50% chance of working. A lot of things could happen to counteract it from actually functioning correctly. Anyway, the person that the class chose was a girl named Mei Mizaki. And you can tell she's an important character. She's the only one with an eye patch. Anime. They're not subtle. But Koichi doesn't know that he's supposed to be ignoring this girl, so he actually tries to befriend her. And because he starts talking to her, it sets off, the whole big curse, the happening thing. I think it was called the catastrophe or something in the anime. I'm still trying to remember that. Anyway. But so that sets that off, and people blame both. Some people blame him for it happening. Some people blame her for it happening. It depends. I'm not going to give away the ending to this anime because I really want you to watch it. This is a definite watch. But let's just say it hits the fan quick. Once it starts going into the curse, it really goes. Somebody's gonna die every episode, at least one person. And I'm not gonna tell you who, cause some of it surprised even me. And I'm getting pretty good at predicting things in anime. But eventually they do find a way to stop the curse. Not gonna give that away either. But a few things about this anime that I really liked. The story was really fun for its genre. I mean, it sounds a little weird that I'm saying that an anime full of people dying is fun. It's well done is what I mean. It flows well. It leaves you in suspense at the end of every episode. And they have a way of shocking you out of the episode. The ending theme is this very calm, smooth, beautiful melody as the end credits. You would expect, when somebody, dies at the end of an episode, you're going to go into like a rock or metal theme or something. No, it's this soft ballad, and it's a beautiful song. But it offsets the opening theme, which is like you would expect out of this genre, this heavy rock metal theme. And so I love the music. I love the way that it flows, and then it just beats you in the face at the end. That adds something to the style. Also, the artwork is beautiful in this. They do well with the shading and the color scheme to really add to the atmosphere that they're trying to create. So all around, fantastic anime. It's only, I think, 12 episodes long, so it's easy to watch in 2 sittings, like if you watch like I do. But even if you watch an episode a day, it won't take you long to watch it. All in all, though, please check it out. If you like this video, give me a like. If you want to see more anime and book reviews, hit that subscribe button. I'm a little infrequent in my uploading schedule, to be honest. I like to think I have a schedule, but I really don't. But I usually have a video a week, so that's all for me today. Later, guys.